All right. More roster moves. The Cowboys are still tinkering, still churning right before training camp. They just signed two new defensive players, former Packers cornerback Robert Rochell and former UFL Stallions defensive tackle Perrion Winfrey, and waived Justin Rogers and Luke Barku to make room. Is this genius depth building or just rearranging the bottom of the roster? Let's break it down. Before I dive into these new additions, if you're following every single roster move, if you're desperate for any Cowboys news, crush that like button. Let me know you're with me. And if you haven't, subscribe and ring the bell. We're analyzing every single transaction. Okay, let's start with Robert Rochell, the cornerback. Getting hyped? A Super Bowl champion. He's got a ring from his time with the Rams. He was a fourth-round pick. He's got NFL experience, he's seen action, and he battled back from a serious car accident. That shows grit. That shows determination. That's the kind of guy you want in your locker room, a fighter. Maybe he's a diamond in the rough, a veteran presence for that thin cornerback room. But the bipolar blue reality check. Hold on. He's entering his fifth year, and this is his sixth team? Sixth. That is a massive red flag. Waived by the Rams, bounced around practice squads, and his snaps with the Packers were almost all on special teams. This screams camp body and special teams depth, not solution to our cornerback problems. And that car accident was serious. You have to wonder if he's the same athlete he was before. This is a lottery ticket, plain and simple. Now, Perrion Winfrey, the defensive tackle. Hype builds again. Okay, an all-UFL player from the Birmingham Stallions. Sound familiar? That's where we found Turpin and Brandon Aubrey. Are the Cowboys mining for gold in the UFL again? I love it. And Winfrey isn't just some guy. He was a fourth-round pick by the Browns, top junior college prospect, Senior Bowl MVP. The pedigree is there. The talent is there. Maybe he just needed a fresh start to realize that potential. This is a low-risk, high-reward move to get tougher in the middle, but the inevitable crash. Let's not get carried away. If he was Senior Bowl MVP and a fourth-round pick, why was he waived by the Browns after one season? Why did he end up on the Jets practice squad before going to the UFL? There are clearly some question marks there. We're once again putting our hopes for the defensive interior on a player another NFL team gave up on, who had to prove himself in a spring league. It's a great story if it works, but it feels like another prayer to fix a long-standing problem. And who did we cut? Justin Rogers and Luke Barku. Okay. Roster churn, that's the business. My final bipolar blue prediction on these moves? These are classic pre-training camp depth signings to fill out the 90-man roster and create competition. I love the potential stories. The comeback for Rochell, the UFL redemption for Winfrey. But let's be real. These are long shots. They'll make training camp more interesting. But it's highly unlikely either of them are the definitive answer to our major needs at cornerback or defensive tackle. This doesn't change the fact that those positions are still massive question marks heading into Oxnard. Mark my words, that's the bipolar blue take. Are these genius, under-the-radar moves, or just more off-season tinkering? Let me know your thoughts. Bipolar blue, waiting for a real impact signing, out.